Hello, this is Dalen75 Games. Welcome back to another Let's Roleplay of Dragon Age Origins. I'm the human noble warrior, Aiden Kuzlin, and we are in Orzammar trying to settle the dispute between the dwarves. The succession dispute, actually. Whoa, I just stepped on something. I'm currently in the Royal Palace. I don't know what the heck I just stepped on, but I'm going to need to pause it here because of the phone. Be right back. Sorry about that. Okay, so where are we? That is definitely doing something. Hello, guards.
No one enters the prince's estate without an invitation.
Hello, mister.
The prince values your support, Warden.
I don't think I'll be giving it. Not to the prince. He seems very, self-centered. Nice big doors. Oh, this looks like the throne room. This is the throne of Orzammar. Okay, so we have doors. Continuing on, let's just explore. This is storage, and Liliana can open that up.
Hello.
Hello.
As you like.
Another love letter. Part of the overall quest that's in Denerim. The door
Very
here.
well.
Small metal shield. Ooh, glass phylactery. You know where that
it.
leads. Many of King Endrin's belongings have been rushed into storage, including trophies of his long reign. Among the boxes is a small glass phylactery. The area is unnaturally cold. Dark shapes swirl around a slip of paper within the vial. Take the vial. Glass fractures at your touch. Here is another revenant. Haven't been in battle yet with Shale besides that camp attack we had from the Darkspawn.
You should run while you can.
Oops, didn't mean that attack.
Must maintain. Now you fall.
We must strike.
That's it. Prepare to be crushed. No quarter shall be
Oh,
given.
I paralyzed it.
Let's end this quick.
I never liked this part.
There is no glory in bloodshed. Now we do battle. Well,
Make him
that
praise.
could have been worse. It is begun.
Things to sell. That's another, how many of these do we have? Binding the first, second. Okay, we're just missing the third. Unless there's a seventh. There's a wooden crate here. Some gloves, armored gloves. Interesting, these glass phylacteries. What the heck was that? Somebody fell in.
This isn't the vault.
They came in right from the ceiling.
Get out of here.
Oh, ouch. Okay. I'm stunned.
Smashing time.
It always comes to defend yourself.
Run in fear.
What's going on? By the ancestors. Good on you, Warden. You caught them in the act. I guess desperate times drive people to strange things.
That was a little strange. They must have been tunneling for quite a while. This is also the top floor of Orzammar, so yeah. Maybe they found some kind of tunnel that came in close and they just started tunneling in from there.
Thanks again, Warden.
You're welcome. More storage. Actually, this is not storage. This is the bathroom, the bathtub. Everything is built out of stone, pretty much. Except for the armor. And weapons. Okay, so did we just come back out? Now, I've never actually figured out what the heck this thing does. It obviously does something. Let's see. No. Can't get into it. Let's just leave through here now. Okay, so that's pretty much it. The only option we have is go to the Proving Grounds and try to help those who are supporting Harrowmont fight, because apparently they just backed out. Two of them.
News of the hour. Support Lord Harrowmont at your own peril.
Two of the fighters in the Proving backed out
Of the hour.
without any reason.
3 more clans endorse Lord Harrowmont as the
It'll be 2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Branka didn't go alone, Oghren. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over to Tapster's and drown yourself already. You know as well as I do that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teat? Ha! I'll...
You lift a weapon or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you're stripped of your caste and exiled. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman.
Wow. Hello, guard.
Can you believe it? Ogren's barely even warrior caste anymore, and he just clomps in here like he's entitled.
Who are you?
I'm Loylanar Ivo, warrior, which is more than I can say for that useless sod.
Okay, he's not a guard then. Who was he?
Ogren's a drunken wretch. He comes up here 2-3 times a week, hounding people to lead some suicidal rescue mission after Branka. Gets quite violent about it. I'd be scared if they hadn't practically gelded him after he killed young Lord Mino.
Gelded means to, I think, remove the testicles. What do you mean, gelded him?
Well, he killed Lord Mino's youngest son in a duel to first blood. It was a huge scandal. Oghren should have been executed, but he'd won honors in the deep roads. Instead, they stripped him of all weapons and forbid him from engaging in fights within city limits. If he breaks the decree, he'll be exiled.
Why does Oghren care so much about Branka?
She's still his wife, isn't she? Even if she took their entire house into the deep roads and abandoned him.
His wife is Branka, the Paragon, and left him. No wonder he's upset. Branka was married to that drunk?
Well, before she was a paragon, she was just a smith, and Oghren was one of the best warriors of his generation.
Why did Branka go into the deep roads?
Chasing some old treasure. She was quite secretive. Outright rude, really. She said she never asked to found a house, that she didn't care about politics, and that we were too self-absorbed to defeat the Darkspawn. She actually threatened anyone who said they'd come after her.
I'm almost kind of agreeing that you guys two are self-absorbed to defeat the Darkspawn. What were you and Oghren arguing about?
It's been 2 years since Branka left. No one has ever stayed in the deep roads that long and survived. The search teams who went out found nothing, but Oghren wants to keep risking lives searching.
I should leave before you start complaining about me too.
If you see any guardsmen, tell them Oghren was at it again.
Okay. That was enlightening. So let's go back down. I guess he's going to Tapster's. But doesn't really matter to us. We're here to support Harrowmont and get... Maybe they'll vote him in as the new king.
I trust Vala, my nug-wrangling friend.
Yeah, we need to find that. Oh, got a few things to sell, so I'm going to end the video... Or not end the video, pause it right here. Back at it.
So, I've been hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind on his payments.
I can't imagine what you mean. I pay my expenses.
What about the expenses your good friend Jarvia incurs when providing your protection? It's not easy ensuring nothing bad happens. That no one decides to just burn everything in your store.
My store! Please, I don't have much. Business isn't good. People are scared. Tell Jarvie I'll get her money.
Jarvie is not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's go inside and see what you've been holding back.
I do not like the sounds of that. Bunch of criminal thugs. Let's go in and see what we can do to help.
As you said.
This is all I have right now. I could get more if I sell something.
Well, well. Looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
You get out of here. This is private business.
Now, the castless have tattoos on their face. Now that's signifying, not all, but because the Legion of the Dead also, if from the readings of the history of them, they also have tattoos. But obviously these guys are criminals. They're not Legion of the Dead because they're not out in the deep roads. So this is a castless gang. Looks more like extortion.
Please, don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like.
Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in Orzammar, stranger. Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff there. Might make you a target. So if you want the Carta's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen.
I'm not paying you that. Take a good look. Do you really want to start this?
Whoa, whoa. All right, you win. I'm not gonna die for 10 lousy sovereigns.
A fool.
Ancestors, bless you for saving my poor store. I don't know how to express my gratitude.
What do you know about this Jarvia?
I've never met her, of course. They say she never leaves Dusttown. That's the older area of the city where the castless congregate. She's the one directing this depravity. Since good King Endrin died, they're getting bolder. They used to be a problem only in Dusttown, but now they're in the commons, shaking honest men down for coin.
What? Carta is like a gang, I believe. What do you know about her, Carta?
A band of castless thugs. They're to blame for all the crime in Orzammar these days. They're criminals, and the children of criminals. The ancestors themselves declared them irredeemable.
They're children as well? You go that far?
Their births are abominations. They were born from no Kalna, with no acknowledgement by the Shapers. They are destined to be criminals. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm grateful for your help, but I don't think we have any more to talk about.
Well, you have a shop here.
Did you have something more pleasant you wish to discuss?
I'd like to see what you have for sale.
I'm showing you the lowest prices I can afford, I assure you.
Okay, a little bit defensive. Oh, he actually doesn't have bad stuff. Things that people on the road, like me, warriors on the road, could use. Buy all these health poultices. Lesser injury kit recipe. I think we have that, but I'll get it just in case. Concentrator agent, we could use those. And distillation agents, that's for making better potions. Or poultices, I guess, in this case. A little bit of lyrium dust. You think there'd be a lot more, but I guess they don't sell them en masse. Some elf root. 7 elf root. And a remarkable emerald. This dark green gem has murky depths like an overgrown pond. I know who will like that. Okay. Good to me. I've helped out somebody who needed it. Hopefully they won't be back, but they probably will be. There's plenty of, not so much gangs, but there is criminal activity in I was going to say, in Amaranthine. So,
Shale, why do you refer to me as the Elder Mage?
Clearly because it is purple and a hyena.
Then you simply wish to be perverse? Surely you're better than that.
I have found that I'm allowed precious few amusements. Since so many prefer to call me Gollum, I enjoy referring to them in a similar fashion.
Oh, very well. But could you at least use a different adjective? I do not wish my age to be my defining characteristic.
As the fussy mage desires.
Oh, I give up.
I don't think you're going to win with Shale. Armor does not make a character hard to hit, it just reduces the damage received from a successful weapon attack. Yes, that's why I swapped out my gloves. The color isn't exactly the same. It doesn't look bad if you ask me, but... Okay, so we need to go talk to the organizer, or whatever his title is. It's this fellow here. Proving Master.
Aha, you're back. Did you wish to fight in the proving today?
What's the proving? I'd like to hear more about who's fighting.
Well, with politics what they are, many combatants are dedicating their fights to either Prince Balin or Lord Harrowmont, mostly Balin. It's a regular parade of past winners out there. Piotr Naidukan always needs a battle unit. He's the prince's cousin. Miaja and Lukejan are twins from the warrior caste. They fight together, put on a good show. They'll all be in their chambers if you want to talk.
Okay, I'd like to fight as Lord Harrowmont's champion.
Well, that's a surprise. Never thought the Grey Wardens would take an interest in our king. Let me just put you into the schedule here. Now, is there a particular name you wish listed?
Well, I have to choose a side. We're trying to choose the best side, the most honest, and the person with most integrity. I am Aiden of the Grey Wardens.
We'll just call you Grey Warden, seeing as those human names are a real burr to pronounce. We actually have an opening in the first round. Are you ready to start?
No, because we need to find out why these people aren't fighting for Harrowmont. Who will I be fighting?
Looks like Suwern's drawn first bout. He was one of the youngest champions ever. Beat his own father at 12 years old. All for the right to earn his battle status 2 years early. Are you ready to start?
No, not yet. What are the rules of the proving?
Fight start at the gong and go to first blood. No eye gouging, no groin pulls. The rules of each bout will be announced when it starts. You should be comfortable with normal weapons and lyrium enhanced weapons, in single combat, pairs, or battle units. Are you ready to start?
I have a few things I want to do first.
Come back soon. You'll be fighting the bout as soon as both fighters are ready.
Alright, so we need to find out where all these fighters are. Assume they're through the doors. It looks like a fighter over here. Hello?
Look, I already told the Proving Master I withdrew. Do you have to keep harassing me?
Who are you?
Why, I'm Basil Harrowmont, but you know that. Why else would you... if you weren't looking for me, do me a favor and pretend I never said anything.
Who do you think I'm working for?
So I take it you weren't sent here to find out if I withdrew from the Proving. In that case, never mind.
No. Harrowmont's hurt that his own cousin would walk out on him.
Oh, don't put it that way. Look, it's just, when I was younger, I had a thing with this Idukan girl, Revelka. Lesser cousin, nowhere near the throne. Her family wanted her marrying up, so they matched her with a BMO. But we didn't exactly stop seeing each other.
So you're afraid your affair will be exposed?
She's married to a prominent Desher's heir. We should have stopped a long time ago, but... I love her. Do you know what that's like? Now Balin found out, and I can't even help my cousin for fear he'll tell her husband.
Did Balin threaten you himself?
No. One of his fighters, a woman named Miaja, she's the one who threatened to expose me.
What evidence does she have?
They have letters. Love letters Revelka wrote me. If they were made public, she'd be disgraced. Her husband would cast her aside, and I would be lucky to be allowed to die in a duel.
Would you fight again if your secret was safe?
There's no way to guarantee that. I appreciate the thought, but they really have me over a shaft here.
I can get those letters back.
You do that? I don't know how to thank you. I know it's my own fault, but I'd have married her if I could. If you can make sure that evidence doesn't get out, I'd be happy to fight in the proving. But you need to find them quickly. Registrations close once the first bout starts.
If both of you really love each other, and it's that important, you should leave for the surface and get away from this kind of a ridiculous society, these castes, and just marry each other. That's what love is. Alright guys, I'm going to end the video here, and I assume that there's more fighters that we'll be able to talk to that go into the proving for both sides, Harrowmont and Balin. But apparently most fighters are for Balin's side. I'm going to even that out and tip it in Harrowmont's favor if I can, considering that I am a very, very good warrior and improved myself many, many times. So, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.